everybody, and welcome to The Sports Geek. I'm your host, Jackie Ray. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And now let's get into what I call the high-stress but high-yielding type of bet. This is called parlay bets. Parlay bets are for the people who like to keep themselves highly stressed out and on pins and needles for several games at a time. I don't know why I'm one of these people, but I am. So, what is a parlay bet? Think of it as a betting ladder, but just like a real ladder, if you break one of the steps, the bet is useless. The allure of these types of bets has always been a potential for a larger payout than choosing a single team to win. But there's more of a gamble with these types of wagers because every leg of the parlay bet needs to win or you will lose. But you can win big with a lower wager. Take a look at this tweet from Darren Rovell. During the NFL season, he spent $20 and bet on 12 different teams. He took the point spread on 7 games and the over-under on the 5 remaining. Now, before you freak out, this bet was in 2018 because this is not the season where you are taking any bet where the Texans are scheduled to win by 6.5 points. But as you can see, this $20 bet would pay out $49,980 plus you get your $20 back for a $50K payout. That is why parlay bets are so popular. They have low risk and high rewards. But the number of games you have to string together varies depending on the site. The number maxes out at somewhere between 8 and 10, and obviously the minimum number is 2 games that you have to play together. What's even better is a push doesn't break the ladder. Parlay bets don't lose on a push. That specific bet is just removed from the parlay, and the potential parlay payout drops accordingly. So how much better for your pocket can a parlay bet be? Well, let's take the NBA for example. Since all of your guesses must be correct, the parlay odds are significantly better compared to the classic way of sports betting. Typically, a 2-pick NBA parlay has a 2.6 to 1 payout, or any $100 wager gets you an extra $260. A 3-pick parlay has a 6.5 to 1 payout, while an 11-pick parlay has a staggering payout of $1,500 to 1, or $150,000 for any $100 wager. While that sounds amazing, and it is, I'm going to give you a piece of advice that my father gave me the first time I ventured off to Las Vegas. The house always has the upper hand. The sports book will always have the better side of the deal on a long enough timeline, so don't bet it if you can't afford to lose it. And don't bet without doing some research. Especially when you get later in the NBA season and teams start thinking about staying healthy for the playoffs and are more worried about load management than they are getting a few more wins. Take the Lakers. They have proven that they are not the team that can win big games without LeBron and AD. You really do need Batman and Robin if you're going to make a deep playoff run. LeBron is 36 and he is averaging almost 35 minutes a game, and AD is expected to be out for several weeks. At some point, the Lakers are going to have to limit the amount of time King James spends on the court. Some of those easy W's might become voluntary L's, so keep that in mind, or they might even be involuntary, like the OT loss we took against the Wizards, but I digress. The point is, you should keep that in mind when stringing your games together, and keep in mind you have more financial flexibility. So instead of betting 100 on one game, why not make 2 parlay bets? You have a lot more wiggle room here. My main advice here is don't let the siren call of a big payout lure you into a 9 to 10 game parlay that you're not prepared to make. Yes, those parlay bets can have a huge payout, but they're extremely difficult to cash in on. If you feel confident about just 3 games, then bet on just 3 games. The goal is to win, and you can increase your chances of doing that if you're not taking unnecessary risk. And don't forget that we have a lot of resources for you here at The Sports Geek. So make sure you come back and use them often so you can make a confident parlay bet. Once again, I'm Jackie Ray. Thanks for watching The Sports Geek, and we'll see you next time.